You asked the question, and then...
Yeah, that's right.
That'll make even hotter.
Yes, good. Right, excellent. Oh, you're right, though. This is so much better. I picked the wrong freaking chair. This is so good. Eric McCormack, it's great to see you.
Great to see you, Stu.
Thank you, first of all, for sacrificing your chair, which was to be this one. And instead you're sitting over there. Perhaps you might want to explain why you made the switch.
Well, the studio, picture this, it's not very big. It's probably the size of your childhood bedroom. But one side of it is freezing cold, and the other is like a sauna. and Stu was hot, I was cold, and like Goldilocks, we worked it out.
I just think it's beautiful that you made that sacrifice for me. Thank you.
Listen, for radio.
Yeah, we'll see how long
I'll do anything for radio.
You're in town for a show called The Concert I Never Gave.
Except for like 2,000 times in my bedroom.
There's a shot of you, if I may. You're holding the tennis racket. And I, too, rocked the tennis racket. I remember giving a noon-hour concert to the entire Eagles Hotel California album when my sister walked in on the cool solo that I was rocking.
Exactly right.
I didn't stop, though. I did not stop.
I should hope not. You're in the middle of a solo.
It's like, what
Has
are
she
you
no
doing
respect?
here?
I mean, you just described me from 13 to probably 18. Probably 19. I hate to admit, but
right.
Yeah, my adolescence was all about not just the albums and the liner notes, but it was about performing them in my room, and to the point where I was putting on Alice Cooper makeup. I had the Freddie Mercury half microphone. I pretended to be everyone in Kansas because I couldn't get a date. So I mean, I would perform whole albums very seriously, and so this show that I'm doing on the 23rd is very much the story of that 15-year-old kid from Scarborough who eventually, through crazy twists of fate, got the show that I got and got to meet a lot of my heroes. I got to be friends with Elton John, and I wrote a song with Barry Manilow, of all people.
Come on.
So these stories that led to this are as much a part of this show that I'm doing as the songs that I perform, and I'm performing them with this incredible band. I got Tyler Stewart from the Bare Naked Ladies on drums, and Murray Foster from Great Big Sea on bass, and my musical director is Lauren Gold, who plays with The Who. We actually do a Who song, and Lauren's playing the keyboard, so it's a pretty exciting night, and it's all for charity. It's all to benefit Rethink Breast Cancer. And so the show doesn't feel like karaoke. It feels like these are songs that meant a lot to me and still do. And I realized as I put the narrative together that it was more of a narrative than I thought, that it really were, the songs I chose really were telling the story of how that kid got out of his bedroom and went to theater school and sort of pursued his dream.
Now, in a lot of ways, too, Fantasies came true in a huge way in terms of international superstardom. I mean, Will and Grace was a huge show. And is there when you look back on the narrative, either doing it in the narrative or just in your life in general, does that even seem like a real moment, as we all know how fast time goes by?
It does really, because we got to do it for a long time, right. And it was a sandbox that we played in for a very long time. And people came to play with us. That was the story, really, of the show, is that there was a period of time there where Madonna wanted to come and play, and Britney Spears was trying to figure out when she could be on, and Elton John, and it was an amazing time because it was our place they were coming to play in,
right.
and so we really got to know them. And anybody trying comedy when that's not their thing, first and foremost, they're vulnerable and they're open. I mean, talk about a fantasy camp.
Yeah.
So and it's just a really fun evening of just reminiscing, and also a kick-ass band.
I look forward to seeing it now. This again, January 23rd. All right, at
the Winter Garden Theatre in downtown Toronto, and all proceeds benefit Rethink Breast Cancer.
And Rethink Breast Cancer very close to your heart as well, too.
Yeah, my folks. I mean, you can't be a kid who dresses up like Alice Cooper and stays in costume for dinner without having great parents. Yeah. And I lost both my folks to cancer. So whenever I do the show, wherever I do the show, I try to do something for a great breast or cancer charity. In this case, it's Rethink Breast Cancer is helping young women that have embraced this as something that they need to be concerned about. So great seeing you.
Thank you. And wish you much success on the concert you never gave. I look forward to actually seeing the concert that you give now. And as soon as I find that picture of me with the tennis racket doing the Eagles Hotel Cal, I'll send
Tweet
it.
Tweet it.
That's right, Eric. Thank you.
Thanks, Stu.
Pleasure.